What's up everybody? I hope you're doing well. So recently on this channel, I've been sharing a little bit more about my approach to work and finances, even outside of my private practice, and you all have been really interested in learning more about this. And as of 2021, I've been fortunate enough to work part-time and still earn 6 figures a year, which is awesome. And I thought I would share a little bit about how I do that so that you can hopefully find it inspiring, pull from it, because there are a million ways that you can go about earning 6 figures, and this is just how I do it. Welcome to Private Practice Skills. I'm Dr. Marie Fang, psychologist in private practice. I post videos offering tools I learned the hard way about starting and growing private practice so that you don't have to. So as of the time of this recording, it's February 2021, and currently my toddler is in daycare just 2 days a week. And outside of those 2 days, I am wearing my mom hat at home, hanging out with my daughter pretty much all the time. And still, with that said, I'm generating over $100,000 a year of income, even though I'm only seeing 8 clients a week in private practice. And currently, I also don't have any employees or folks contracted to work for me. So you might be wondering, Marie, how is that possible to work so little and still earn 6 figures? Glad you asked. Let's talk about it today. Now, just for funsies, I did the math, and in order to earn 6 figures a year while seeing only 8 clients a week and taking 4 weeks vacation, I would have to charge at least $260 a session in order to break 6 figures. And that's not even accounting for overhead expenses. And let's be clear, I charge way less than $260 a session for my private practice clients. So how the heck am I earning 6 figures? Now the answer, my friend, is simple, and that's through private practice skills. But okay, it's not so simple because there's a lot that goes into private practice skills, but private practice skills right now is generating the bulk of my income every year. Now, if you're interested in hearing the full story of how I built private practice skills from zero to profit in 2 years, I have a whole video going over that I posted a few months back. So I've linked to that below if you want to check that out. But in today's video, I'm going to share a little bit more about the mindset shift that happened for me when I realized that in order to earn income, I didn't necessarily have to trade my time for money. Now, this is also referred to as passive income. However, passive income, if you're not really familiar with how it works, can kind of be a misnomer because it can make it sound like during my daughter's 2 days a week of daycare, I'm just sipping pina coladas by the beach. But I'm telling you, week in and week out, I am maximizing those daycare hours, really grinding out some hard work in order to keep generating that passive income. So let's be clear that passive income is very much an active process. But what does make it passive is that after an initial building phase, the additional hours of work that I put in are about scaling the income that I'm earning higher than it is now. Or another way of putting it is to say for the same amount of work, I'm able to generate a higher and higher amount of income. Now, this option isn't available seeing therapy clients. I mean, to an extent, yes. If let's say when I first started out in private practice, I was charging $120 a session, and over time I kept raising my rates, and eventually I was charging $200 a session, well, yes, then I'm earning more money for the same amount of work that I'm putting in. But charging for sessions has a ceiling. You can't just keep charging more and more per session. I mean, at what point does it cap out? You know, $400 a session? What about $1,000 a session? How about $5,000 a session? I mean, at some point it's ridiculous and you can't just keep endlessly charging more per hour with your clients. But instead, with passive income, there's no cap on how much income I could generate per hour of work. And theoretically, I do believe that if I really wanted to, I could keep scaling up the work that I'm doing, and eventually, even working part-time, I could earn 7 figures a year. I'm not saying that it's my goal in life to earn 7 figures a year. Honestly, I don't even know what I would do with that money, but it is achievable with passive income. And as I shared in my earlier video about how I tripled my private practice income, the key component to the success of this business model is building an audience. So using this approach, once my revenue streams are in place, the majority of my work hours are focused on building and growing my audience. And the more that my audience grows, the more income that I can expect to come in. In other words, the income is kind of on autopilot That's the passive part, and my work is helping more and more people come through the door. Now, this kind of operates in the reverse of how I run my private practice, where the steady stream of clients is kind of on autopilot now that I have a smooth marketing strategy in place, and the work that I do is trading my time for my money by seeing clients for therapy services. I can't put my therapy services on autopilot where I put in 1 hour of work and see 20 clients or 30 clients. You get the idea. And this is exactly how I've managed to earn 6 figures while working so little. Just little by little, working hard to grow an audience through private practice skills, having several different passive income streams in place so that as my audience grows, each of those streams of passive income grows with it, and it can start to multiply very quickly once you have a sizable audience. And to give you a peek behind the curtain, let's break down my 11 streams of income as of right now, which I have a feeling there's gonna be more streams of income probably even by the time I post this video, because that's the nature of how it goes. But for my private practice, I have 2 streams of revenue. One is, my clients paying me for their therapy sessions, and the second is that I do sublet my office, which generates a small amount of monthly passive income. All in all, those 2 items account for about $4,000 of my monthly income. It's nothing to write home about, but I feel pretty great about earning $4,000 seeing 8 clients a week. That still leaves 9 different streams of revenue that I'm generating outside of my private practice, so let's talk about each of those. First is sponsors of my YouTube videos. Like I said, the bigger that my audience is, the more income potential there is to generate passive revenue. And as my audience grows, not only do more and more sponsors reach out in order to be featured in my videos, but also the price tag that comes with how much they'll pay me to be featured also goes up because I have a bigger audience. It's worth more money to have their name put out in front of the people that I talk to. So that's one significant income stream. The next income stream is YouTube ad revenue. Now, you see those ads that usually pop up before my videos. There's usually one kind of after the video's over, and sometimes you might find one in the middle of one of my videos. Well, all of those ads become income for me. And again, the more views I get on my videos, the more income I get from those YouTube ads. By the way, before we keep going through the list of these revenue streams, I should note that I'm not naming them in any particular order. It's not like the first ones generate the most income and that they scale down lower than that. Now, with that said, one of my biggest sources of revenue right now is course sales. And that, again, is another item where the price stays static, but I make more and more sales over time because my audience keeps growing. So it's not just that more people are buying my course as time passes, but the rate of course sales increases over time because there are more people who know about me and more people who want to buy the course. Now, at this point, there are still 6 revenue streams left, but they all fit neatly together into one single category, and that's affiliate revenue. Now, if you're not familiar with what affiliate marketing is, basically, if there's a product that I love and I would recommend, regardless of whether I got paid to say anything about it, then I could become an affiliate for that product, meaning whenever I do recommend that product, I can receive a commission from every sale that I make for recommending it. And this is an avenue that at first, back in the day when I got started with affiliate marketing, I might have earned like $30 a month on a good month from affiliate marketing. But as my audience has scaled up in size, now there are some months when this accounts for a couple $1,000s of revenue. It becomes quite sizable. So I have 6 different products that I recommend. So that's just 6 different streams of affiliate revenue coming in. And who knows, that might grow, but again, I only recommend products that I totally believe in, so if you ever see those affiliate links lurking in any of my stuffs, know that I stand by it. Now, if you add up these 9 streams of revenue that are coming in through this YouTube channel and the Private Practice Skills website, those can add up to anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000 every single month. So this alone can add up to 6 figures a year, but it definitely does when you combine it with my private practice income. And keep in mind, I'm working very part-time those 2 days a week, and my income has been scaling upwards for the same amount of work. Now, there are many reasons why I've chosen not to work more hours in private practice. I've shared some of those reasons in prior videos, but one huge reason why I love having this side hustle that generates passive income is it takes all the pressure off of my private practice for needing to always generate the same level of revenue. So it makes it a lot easier to consider things like offering a sliding scale that maybe slides a lot lower than other colleagues in the field. Or if I need to take maternity leave like I will be in June and I'm gone for several months from seeing clients, it doesn't have to feel like, oh no, how am I going to budget to cover 4 months of lost income? Because the majority of my income is coming in passively. It'll keep coming even while I'm on maternity leave. And the benefits of not being tied to active income, meaning I have to trade my time in order to get that set amount of money, extend far beyond this. I mean, I have dreams for, once my kids are older and maybe I have a little bit more time that I'd like to put towards work hours. I'd love to take on pre-licensed interns and supervise them. And as I do so, maybe offer them a better cut of their rate than is standard in our field, which, from my experience as a pre-licensed intern before, I got between 50 and 60% of the rate that I was charging. But what if I could have pre-licensed interns where they got to keep 80% or more of the rate, and I'm not so worried about turning a profit from my interns? I have ideas like that extend. I could talk forever about it, but basically, when you're not tied to your active income and you have this passive revenue constantly coming in the background, it really opens up a lot more doors for how you can do really cool stuff with the time that you do have, without feeling like you have to earn more money. Well, I hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. Maybe you're interested in building passive income, or you're looking for ways that you can sustainably give back in meaningful ways while also still being able to pay the bills and support your family. It's totally possible to do all of these things, and passive income is an easy way to do that. It's not easy. It's a whole thing to make the passive income, but once you get there, then it's easy. You feel me? Probably. I don't know if that made any sense. And before we close, I'd like to thank TherapyNotes.com for sponsoring this video. TherapyNotes helps with all of your practice needs, from scheduling to notes to billing, and their free HIPAA-secure telehealth platform included in your monthly subscription. Now, if you wanted to check out TherapyNotes, you can get 2 months to try it for free with no commitment just by clicking the link in the description of this video. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and learning more about how I generate 6 figures working part-time. Maybe it gave you some ideas and inspiration for yourself. And until next time, from one therapist to another, I wish you well. That's how you get to 10 figures. That'd be pretty sweet, earning 10 figures a year, right? My goodness. 10 figures a year. What was I saying?